So let's solve the problem. First, let's look at the case of price discrimination. And here, let's look at the price of without price discrimination. Now, notice that with price discrimination, the best you can do is charge the men and the women each their full value. So you're going to charge the men $100 and the women $50. Now, at that price, you're indifferent between attending and not attending, but you can assume that they attend to the show. If that bothers you, assume that you charge them 99.9999999 and 49.9999999, and everything is an approximation. Now, this implies that the profits or the revenue, the total revenue, is equal to 1.5 million, which is greater than the 1.2 fixed cost or semi-fixed cost of the show. So this implies that you put the show and you have a profit, so with price discrimination, of 300K. How is this? Now, what happens without price discrimination? This one is slightly more complicated, but not if you think carefully about one thing. I'm going to draw a line here that has the value per ticket at $100 for men and at $50 for women. And the question is, what's the best that you can do without price discrimination? Okay? Well, let's think about it. You're clearly not going to want to charge anything down here because you can do better charging 50. You're also not going to want to charge anything in the middle, okay? Because if you charge, let's say 51, you lose all of these customers, but you could charge more for the ones that remain. And you're not going to charge anything above because then you don't get any customers. So the only candidate prices are 150. So let's say what you get with 150. So if the price is 50, then everybody attends, and this implies that total revenue is equal to 50 times 20,000, which is equal to 1 million, and that implies no show, and profits with equal to 0. Why? Because the total revenue you can get exceeds the fixed cost. Now, or semi-fixed cost, sorry. What happens if the price is 100? When in that case, only these people attend, and you still get total revenue equals at 100 times 10,000, which is equal to 1 million. So implies, again, no show, and the profit is 0. In other words, we get a show with price discrimination, but we don't get a show without price discrimination. Besides showing you the solution to the example, let me emphasize that this provides an illustration of why price discrimination sometimes can be desirable from the point of view of social efficiency. The value of this concert is 1.5 million for the population as a whole, and it only takes place when the monopolist can engage in price discrimination, but not without it.